All right, we're back. I had a little hiatus here. Been pretty busy with some family stuff and some business stuff, so super excited to get back into my happy place. Back on the couch with Zappa and the Mothers. This is one off of One Size Fits All. I want to say the first Zappa tune I did was on One Size Fits All, um, Inca Roads. That just blew me away. And I had someone make a comment on one of the other videos, one of the other Zappa videos, of Pojama People, off that same Inca Roads album. And so I've just been wanting to get into listen to some Zappa. I've been trying really hard not to like listen to Zappa on my own, other than um, I did listen to Inca Roads a couple of different times over the last couple of weeks. Just threw it on while I was doing the dishes or what have you, just because, yeah, it's becoming one of my new favorite songs. And but I've been waiting to just pop that Zappa cherry with all you guys, um, and do this right on this on the reaction channel. So I'm super excited to get into more Zappa, and I do like to try to make this video a little bit about music education, as well as I can. Whether it's me trying to pick out some different things that they're doing, or kind of things that I'm noticing that they're doing. And I've gotten a lot of feedback, good and bad, on how I've done things so far. I'm going to try to balance it with not stopping it quite so many times, but also not talking over the music. I know that's even worse than stopping it a few extra times. So we're going to try and strike the balance here for your viewing pleasure, while trying to maintain the integrity of what I want this channel to be, which is about the music, and about kind of dissecting some things and talking about it a little bit. So we're gonna get into this one. It's Pojama People. Let me bring up the lyrics on another screen so that I can somewhat hit those while I'm watching. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna get a lot of it, but that's okay. Just along for the ride and really trying to just experience this. So we'll get into Pojama People. Let's start it off. Make sure our levels are okay. Looks like that lot Y kind of thing.
Some people's hot, some people's cold. Some people's not very swift to behold. Some people do it, some see right through it. Some wear pajamas if only they knew it. The pajama people are boring me to pieces. Feel like I am wasting my time. They all got flannel up and down them, a little trapdoor back around them, some cozy little footies on their mind. Pajama people.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do a quick pause because I think we're getting into the chorus, and I think this is a somewhat respectable time to pause this. Wow. It's like, to me, and it's time and time again, it's like Zappa just comes in hot, man. He comes in hot on his guitar. He's got something to say. I love the piano. It's very super like reverbed, but jazzy and jazz chords kind of stuff going on. At the beginning, great intro, really cool. Just ripping, like, what is he? What is he in D? So he's kind of just like, he's like, really doing a lot of like tremolo. I don't have a pick on me. Just doing a ton of tremolo picking. Has like that real harsh kind of like wah, trebly wah kind of sound when he's just shredding that solo. Oh my gosh, that was so good. And I really like his vocal on this. It's very like low, both like volume level and his the register that he's singing it in is very low. His mouth sounds so full and whole when he's singing it. Like he's just getting a really really cool tone in his voice. I feel like this is Zappa's maybe comfort zone vocally. It sounds right at home here. And then when that beat comes in, it's just awesome. The drums really lay the groove. I was grooving hard on that. Yeah, just interesting lyrics so far. But yeah, I'm really really digging this, and yeah, just comes in hot. I love that about Frank Zappa's guitar, man. He is a absolute master of feeling and putting that feeling into the music and just like almost shock and awe, but like that's what he's going for. He's trying to say that. He's trying to get your attention. He's trying to just come out just ripping, and it just like adds such a good dynamic to that, so that when he drops back into the vocal and that guitar drops kind of in the background behind his vocal, it really adds for a nice dynamic and change and kind of tone and timbre of the song. But yeah, Pajama People, I like that. Let's get into this a little bit more.
Pajama people, they sure do make you sleepy with the things they might say. Pajama people, pajama people. Mother Mary and Joseph, I wish they'd all go away. Pajama people, it's a pajama people special. Take one home with you, save $1 today. Pajama people, pajama people. Wrap 'em up, roll 'em out, get 'em out of my way. Hang in the hay. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Wrap 'em up, roll 'em out, get 'em out of my way. Hang in the hay. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Wrap 'em up, roll 'em out, get 'em out of my way.
Yeah.
Some people's hot, and some people's cold, and some people's not very swift to behold. Some people do it, yes they do. Some see right through it, and some wear pajamas, if only they knew it. The pajama people are boring me to pieces. They make me...
Okay, quick stop because that was a lot. Wow. I don't think there is a single missing note there. Like, he's played so many notes in that solo that was just absolute, like, that has to just wear him out to do that. That's crazy. There's so much there. So he's in like a D minor pentatonic the whole time, really. I think one thing that I noticed, a few things, but one thing that I noticed that Frank is really good at is like finding those little, like, I don't know if it's kind of accidental or just in the course of his improv. I feel like I kind of do this a little bit too, and some of my favorite guitar players kind of do this too, is like in the course of his improv, he will hit these little like 2 or 3 note kind of like little musical motifs that he repeats 2 or 3 different times. And I feel like that really adds, like, I don't know if it like ties things back, centers things back to the center, or ties things back to like, you know, what he's saying musically, and just catches your ear, where he does these little like quick little, whether it's like, he'll do that kind of 2 or 3 times. He'll sit on like a 6th or a 4th, or hit something like that where it's just like, oh, that just sounds different, but it's right in there and it sounds really cool, but it's just like a different, all of a sudden out of the thing that he's doing, you know. And then he'll do something like on a 6th or a 4th or something, to catch your ear, or like kind of like one of those types of things where he does that, and that's just so cool how he catches that. And it's almost like it's in the midst of his improv and he's just like, oh yeah, that sounded good, I'm gonna come back to that, or add that in 2 or 3 times over the next couple of measures, and just focus on that for a moment. And I feel like he did that a few different times over the course of that solo. It was really cool. The drums were just jamming. Throwing like the drag triplets in there, the cool like flammy drag triplets on the different drums, just awesome sound and drum stuff. The keyboard player, and to me this is just like keyboard, bass, guitar, and drums. It's like the perfect 4-piece jam session right here. Like that 4-piece right there was just jamming. The keyboard would have some different things to say a couple of different times and kind of go back to like a doing like that, kind of adding that in a few different times, like for a few measures, for like a form. The bass doing that super high, like bass up, and then he comes back down, and like back into the jam. Really cool how he's come back into this chorus now, with the guitar part playing the vocal line, the Pajama People line. I love that when the guitar and the vocal are playing the same musical notes, singing and playing at the same time. Kind of gives you that like kind of old school blues type of thing where they would do stuff like that, and Zeppelin would do that, and a bunch of different bands will do that kind of thing. It just all works, and he's just shredding the whole time. That was insane. That was like 3 minutes plus of just him going to town. Just wow. So many notes. I could barely even keep up, even like halfway comprehending what he was doing. That was so good. All right, let's back it up just a touch. Let's get back into this chorus and let's finish this bad boy out. This is awesome.
Do it, yes they do. Some see right. Some people's hot, and some people's cold, and some people's not very swift to behold. Some people do it, yes they do. Some see right through it, and some wear pajamas, if only they knew it. The pajama people are boring me to pieces.
Yeah.
They make me feel like I am wasting my time. They all got flannel up and down the hall, a little trapdoor back around the hall, and some cozy little footies on their mind. Pajama people, people. Lord, they make you sleepy with the things they might say. Pajama people, people. I wish they'd all go away. Pajama people special. Take one home with you and save $1 today. Pajama people. Wrap them up and roll them out. Get them out of my way. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Wrap them up and roll them out. Get them out of my way. Hoy, hoy, hoy. Wrap them up, roll them out, get them out of my way. Hoy, hoy, hoy.
The Fade. Wow. Wow. Okay, I gotta figure that. Hold on. I gotta get this. Wow. So cool. The Pajama People. Is it just about people that wear pajamas all the time and like they're the sleepy people or the people that wear pajamas? I mean, is it just a song about wearing your pajamas or like people that are always wearing their pajamas, their flannels and their little trapdoor in the back for when they need to go potty and like um get them out, he says. Roll them up. What is Hold on, what are the lyrics real quick? In the chorus, wrap them up, roll them out, get them out of my way. Like, what is that? Wrap them up, roll them out, get them out of my way. The Pajama People. They're boring me to death. It's got to kind of be linked to something. I mean, I'm sure it's got a double meaning, but wow. That's so good. And it's so cool, like the little jazzy elements to the riffs, the recurring riffs and that yeah, just really cool jam session in there, recorded jam session, which is always awesome to have something that feels that free and improvisational. On a recording, on an album recording. I imagine that those might have gone even longer and been wilder live on this tune and probably many others, but just felt like 4-piece jam session, jazzy influenced, coming back to these little jazzy riffs. This chorus was very complex, had multiple different kind of versions of itself. The verses kind of set everything up, and yeah, amazing, spectacular. Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you for that suggestion. That was really good. I loved that song. That will be played a few extra times here this week, and yeah, wow. The Pajama People. And I want to say also one last thing before I go. The really cool extra vocal stuff in that, just very like astutely put together and how it's timed and the little repeats and the yeahs and the oh yeah and you know, just all that extra vocal in there, just filling in all those gaps and making it super interesting was just really, really well done. I imagine that's other members of the band that are helping with that, and Frank and you know every all of the above. But that's just another really, really cool note. But yeah, sick 4 piece guitar, drums, bass, and keys musical piece of kind of space rock, jazz rock and roll, with kind of fun, zany, kooky lyrics that didn't make a ton of sense to me, but I really liked it. I really liked what they did. So yeah, great Zappa. Until next time, peace.